Hi everyone, my name's Jamie Martin. I'm a strength and conditioning trainer and I have multiple sclerosis. So I've decided to start this YouTube channel to help people like myself with MS develop a few strengthening exercises that are compatible with the symptoms of MS and the problems we have. So I'd like to thank you for joining me today. I was a strength and conditioning trainer for over 20 years until I was diagnosed in 2008 with MS. I worked with clients in New Zealand, which is where I live, Australia, Canada and the United States. So my client base was far and wide. When I was diagnosed, I sort of pulled back from strength and conditioning training and focused more on my MS. And over the last 10 years, I've been trying to get back into the gym scene. Now, I'm sure, as many of you know, the gym scene is all about looks and the perfect body, etc., etc. Well, that's the image it likes to portray. So I struggled initially with going back into gyms, even though I'd worked in them for over 20 years with my clients. I struggled initially going back because my mobility is greatly decreased now. I generally have to walk with a cane, so I hobble around the gym. I guess a little bit of that was ego for me. That was a bit to overcome. The gym was my office, and my clients were all in there, and here I was hobbling around with my MS. So I changed my lifestyle tremendously, and I just started focusing on my wellness and doing exercises and that would help me and that I could achieve with my MS. There's no point trying to attempt something that you know you're going to fail at because of the symptoms of the disease. And those of you who are affected by it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The fatigue, the resting required. That was another thing in the gym. I would often need to take 5 minutes at least between sets just to recover and let my muscles before I could do another set, which of course people are in a hurry and they become impatient and they ask you, are you going to be much longer on this machine, buddy? So that I felt like I was slowing people down. So I pulled back from the gym and just started doing my own exercises at home. I've put in a very small self-contained gym here at home. It's a mini gym, but it has everything I need. I have a few free weights. I have a half a Smith machine here that's got chin-up bars, etc., so I can go as full on as I want to or I'm capable of. Which is very important. There's no point pushing yourself beyond what you're capable of and then having to spend the next 3 or 4 days in bed recovering, so which I've done many times. That old gym adage, go hard or go home, is very difficult to move on from. So eventually your body will force you to move on from it. You can try going full on, which I've made that mistake many times, but eventually your body will decide enough is enough, and you'll be either bedridden or suffer an injury or just become despondent. So what I'm going to do with my little YouTube channel, I've put my YouTube handle is up there at M.S.TRAINER-for-me. And my email address is there, ms.trainer.jamiemartin@gmail.com. So please get in touch. So subscribe to the channel, please. And over the next weeks and months, I'm going to be compiling a repertoire, if you like, of exercises that are suitable for people with MS. Won't be for everybody, of course, because MS is so different from person to person. It's like fingerprints. What is fine for one person with the disease is totally inappropriate for another. So you need to make those decisions for yourself, because no one can tell you how you feel or what you're capable of on a particular day, because as we know, it varies from day to day. One day you feel like you could run a marathon and the next day you struggle to get out of bed. So you need to tune your workouts but it's vitally important with MS that we stay as mobile as we possibly can. We maintain muscle mass, and we keep our mobility. Our cardiovascular fitness as well is really important. Keep those leg muscles strong and flexible. So over the next few months, I'm going to compile a series of different options for people, a menu if you like to choose from. For example, for me in the gym, I used to, if I was doing a back and a chest day, supersetting, and those of you who frequent a gym, you'll know what supersetting is. I'll do a set of back exercises, which are pulling, using your biceps generally, and then a set of chest exercises, which use the opposite muscles, which are pushing exercises. So the lat pull down, for example, supersetted with bench press. There's a good back and chest duo. But if the machines were quite a distance away, or the weights, I would stagger around the gym and it would take me forever. So what I've devised with this half Smith machine here, I can easily go from a set of bench press. I can, without even standing up, I can spin around, and you'll see up there I've got a lat pull down and also a chin up bar. So without even having to move, I can hit all my chest muscles and my triceps, which the two work together, and then do all my back muscles, which are my lats and my rhomboids and my traps a little bit, and biceps, which are all the pulling exercises. And I don't have to walk 50 meters with my cane inside the gym and then hold everyone else up while I stagger around doing my thing. I don't feel nearly as self-conscious as I used to. So it's not an expensive piece of equipment, and I have a few free weights, a few dumbbells here, and I have a spin bike over on the other side of my little garage here that I use for my cardio fitness and to keep my legs as mobile and as strong as I can. So basically, it's not every piece of equipment that you could ever wish for, but it covers all the food groups, as I like to call them. We can target all the muscles in the upper body quite easily with what's available here. I haven't had to spend a fortune. This machine cost me less than $1,000, and the free weights were very inexpensive. There's a lot of good deals around. And then a bench, obviously. A bench is quite vital, particularly an incline one, where you can change your position and again do a number of exercises. So thanks for tuning in today. That's just an introduction to me and what I'm aiming to help people with here on my YouTube channel. Please keep following, subscribe as I said if you can, and then as my new videos come out you'll get notification of that. And please give me feedback on your opinion or how you're finding the exercises that I'm demonstrating. I don't have any fancy beautiful models, it's just my plain old self, but I find that's a lot easier generally, and we'll work together. And as I say, I'd love to have your feedback and hear what your thoughts are, and join me on this journey, because as I said earlier, it's vitally important to maintain that muscle mass, keep ourselves strong and mobile and supple, stretch regularly, strengthen regularly, watch your diet. I'm a firm believer in the microbiome diet, which is a lot of fermented foods, and looking after gut health, particularly if you're on a lot of medications, which a lot of MS people are. So I'm not going to go too much into diet. This is more about strengthening and stretching and conditioning, but it's a vital component. So enjoy the journey with me and keep in touch, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks very much for tuning in. Bye.